Potential Chelsea buyers told they can approach UK government. Nick Candy and Hans-Jörg Weiss among interested parties before owner Roman Abramovich sanction. So this is prior, I suppose, to the most recent development as far as the sanctions are concerned that seem to prohibit him from selling at the moment.
Yeah.
But there were interested parties prior to that. Billionaires interested in buying the Chelsea Football Club have been told to approach the UK government with potential takeover proposals after the sanctioning of his current oligarch owner. Okay, so even after, it seems that now they have to go to the UK government to see if it's okay. Hey, can we even do this? Mm-hmm. Fearing the threat of sanctions, Abramovich, 55, had been rushing to sell the club for more than $3 billion, drawing interest from the British property magnate Nick Candy, Swiss billionaire Hans-Jörg Weiss, U.S. private equity billionaire, and Crystal Palace shareholder Josh Harris, and the American part owner of the LA Dodgers, Todd Boehly. On Thursday, the government froze Abramovich UK assets, including Chelsea FC, and a portfolio of luxury properties, including a £150 million mansion yards from Kensington Palace, West London. A mansion, Will, worth £150 million, British pounds, and a £30 million three-story penthouse overlooking Stamford Bridge. Those are some properties, aren't they?
Yes. And he can't sell it. It's on hold. These $3 billion teams, like, it's just... It really makes me think, like, okay, I can sell you this phone, right?
Yeah.
But it's a couple $100.
Mm.
But as soon as it gets to a certain threshold, millions, maybe billions, somehow it's not under your control anymore, and you can't sell it. Well, at least not now.
Well, you have like companies and acquisitions and things which at a certain scale, they require some sort of government approvals because they have such a major economic impact.
Yeah.
But normally he would be allowed to do this. The difference in his case is that all these assets are in question now as a consequence of these sanctions. And so there's an extra level of scrutiny, same as their yachts, same as their jets. And
even though he owns them.
Right, because what's under scrutiny is the way in which the funds were secured in order to own those things.
Yes.
And the potential beneficiaries of a sale, right? If there's close connections to the Putin government and yet you are discouraging what that government is doing, if this guy's allowed access to his $3 billion in assets, that's a significant chunk of money that could make its way back into the battlefield in one way or another. I'm not saying that that's what he's going to do. In fact, he had said that if he can sell the team, then the proceeds were going to go towards victims of the war in Ukraine. Mm-hmm. Although even that terminology was like,
who really knows?
Which victims?
Yeah.
So it was probably finely tuned and worded. However, they're kind of in a holding pattern in the meantime. They're sort of freezing these assets, waiting to investigate. But yet this, football is huge in the UK, and to have a holding pattern going on for one of the most important franchises is a difficult proposition.
Is $3 billion for the Chelsea Football Club, is it like a steal of a deal? Or is it expensive? Or
it would be, I believe that it would be the largest sports franchise sale ever.
Okay.
Now, obviously, with inflation and popularity and things, these numbers have been going up. But some of the reports I was hearing when the price was originally listed at $3 billion was more like 2.5. There would have been negotiations. But no, $3 billion is a big number. Don't fool yourself.
Okay, yeah.